Welcome back to Salty Cur's playthrough of Lord of the Rings Online from beginning to end. We left off ready to talk to Elro here about some issues that are happening with this plague that has hit the Dour Hands. So without further ado, let's continue.
Those are ill tidings.
The dwarves within Dwalin drank from the river water below, you say? That is ill tidings. The creatures here are transformed by plague and look as if they will die very soon. I came this way to scout for signs of my father's dream, but the grim dwarves here have kept me from getting much farther. Something evil stirs in that cave. Can you feel it? So this is Elro here. We will become very good friends with him, I imagine, over the course of our adventure. So let's finish his quest.
I believe there may be hope for the sick dwarves yet.
And I always slot the gear before reading the new quest because I will forget to slot the gear. Okay, so we're going to replace that might ring, as I mentioned in the last episode, with this vitality ring. So let's go ahead and do that. Here's that might ring. If you just right click on it, I'm not sure which one it will replace. It appears to be the top one, so we have to make sure that we replace the proper ring. So that's why I drag it over like that. I believe there may be hope for the sick dwarves, Cresalian. When poisons seep into the land, oftentimes the land will strive to heal itself, much as our own bodies will fight infection. If you explore inside the mountain, you might find such an event. I believe that medicinal plants will grow inside, and those will help to cure the dwarves. But the source of the poison itself is yet to be discovered, though I have my suspicions. I feel a powerful chill when I stand near this entrance to the mountain. I will stand guard here while you explore the cave. That's not very brave, but I will do it for you. So we'll get a helm here. This is light armor. This is more for caster classes, runekeepers, minstrels. This is heavy armor. This is for champs and guards. Our primary gear is medium gear. Okay, so collect healing herbs from the Murkstone Tunnels, which is right here. And we go. And we got some new enemies. So they're yellow. They are definitely red. Standard operating procedure. Slow. Okay, so now we start to have class traits. You can now open your traits panel with the J key. Spend your hard-earned trait points. Okay, so this is where we go for specialization. Now we can go from our inventory screen, I think, and close off outfits. Remember how we had to set it down at a cosmetic outfit. So our equipment outfit is here. So we'll wear the equipment outfit. And now I think we can, from there, get rid of that cloak. So we'll be able to see the equipment that we have on to stay current. Eventually I have other outfits that we're going to put on so we don't look like such a mismatch fashion faux pas. Okay, so the traits. Let's go over that here. So here's our traits panel. We can slot one of 3 lines for our primary line. You can get traits in other lines, but the one that you select, the spec that you select, you'll spend 1 point in that. Traits in the other 2 lines you can pick up, but they cost 2 points. Also, you have to work your way down the skill trees, selecting which ones to have. So we're going to rename this one our main DPS damage tree. So we'll just I'm not going to call it red line because we're going to mix different stances there. But this will be the main one that we're going to be working with for quite a while, so I'll just call this one the main one. You get 2 to start out with, and then you can buy others. So on our main line, we're going to go Spec 2, which is the Bowmaster. And then we'll be adding these as we go, and you can hover over the skills. Apparently we did not get any points. I thought we got points. It said we got points, but apparently we did not get points. We did get a new skill, Pinning Shot. Here you can see our racial virtues. We get 5 of them. They're locked currently. You earn these through completing quests and doing deeds and tasks. So we'll be collecting those as we go along. You'll notice here we chose Elf because we get the Elf bow damage of 5% when we acquire that. And here we get the one-handed sword damage that I mentioned before. So this is why we're sticking primarily with the sword. These others are not as important to get. Elder's Grace is our main oh crap button that will hit. It just increases our parry chance. Hopefully we're not going to be close to where we need to parry. And then every race gets a return to location, and we get to return to Rivendell because we are an elf. Here are our virtue slots. At level 7, we're currently level 6. We'll be able to slot our first virtue. It goes 7, 9, 11, 17, and then 23. So virtues have recently been reworked, so we'll go over that when we're able to slot a virtue. If we go back to here, just so that we have it done, we will load the second tab. Our second tab, we're going to go blue line. This is for when we need to run around and be mobile. So we'll rename this one our mobile tree. Done. And we're going to run red. So we have to wait till this cools down before we can flip back. This tells you your achievements over here. I'm going to take that filter off. Or your advancement, I'm sorry. I'm going to take that filter off because every time you switch, everything will load into that, and it basically messes everything up. Okay, so we're back to our initial spec. So, for some reason it's making us do this again, but we have no points, so that seems to be redundant. Okay, Pinning Shot. We can also use, similar to a trap, to halt our target. We'll put it there just so I don't forget that I have it. I don't use it much. It's not that much of a route. It's 5 seconds, which it could be okay, but we'll see. Sometimes I'll place a trap, pin a target. Here, I'll do that right now. It does require focus though, so I won't be able to do that just yet. But I'll place a trap, then I'll pin the target, hit him a few times till that breaks, then he'll hit the trap. I'm not sure if the trap will activate or not, but we'll see when we get there. Okay, so we'll start with our bleed. Quick shot slow. Goes down quite a bit. Alright, Needful Haste is an induction lessener. So I don't really need to know when that activates. It's just good to have, so I'm going to go ahead and blacklist that one. For any buff bars that you've blacklisted, there's an option here that you can indicate which ones you have deleted that you've blacklisted. So here I blacklisted Hope, I blacklisted Needful Haste. So if I go on that, I can remove it from the blacklist. I don't need to do that now, so I'm not going to. Alright, carrying on. We gotta collect these medicinal herbs. So I'm just tabbing through targets. I have the tab set to my mouse wheel that I can flip with my finger to the left, and it will scroll through targets. The tab button, if you're playing on your keyboard, does the same. Alright, let's incorporate a pinning shot here. We'll put in a trap. See if our little pinning shot will work. We'll start with the bleed. Respawn. Eventually we'll get a ball arrow, which is a fear strat. Fear, and then hit him with that pinning shot. It sounds like I'm still in combat, like the combat music, but I'm not. We'll head deeper in. Okay. One more relative. There's a hole. I'm gonna have to jump down that hole. You can see as we run through, it fills in the map for us. It's always good to kind of check now and then where you are as you're running around corners. I forget where I am all the time because I don't check that map. Yeah, it feels like I have to go back, so let's go back. Of course, jumping down that hole. But, yeah, that's one of the dangers when you jump down holes. So it looks like there was another turn. No, it wasn't a turn, it was a jump down. Alright, well, we'll jump down the hole and see what happens. Provided I can find the hole. There's a door I came in. Okay, so jumping down the hole is not the right answer. When you hear the that coins hitting, that coin sound hitting, I have my game set to loot all, so you don't have to click on everything and select which makes our attacks happen quicker, which is always good. Middle of that induction, the bleed had procced and he died. Okay, this was not the way to go. Oh, maybe it was. Mossy Shrine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put a trap here. I have a bad feeling something's gonna pop out of this shrine. I can't really remember, but a horrible feeling comes over me. Something approaches. Okay, so he's red, so he must die. So let's go ahead and kill him. That puddle, we're suffering dread. Dread basically will hurt our chances. Okay, he went green.
You cannot defeat us tonight. The little dwarf king shall walk again, but we are the ones who shall return to life.
And he's gone. Fell spirit has evaporated, but the dread invoked by his words lingers. Alright, bring the healing herbs to Elro here. So here you can see that dread. The heart is heavy and the face is are hitting for a lot less. They're missing. So, of course. Of course, we'll get out of the puddles. Is this not the way? Alright, back this way. I can't even remember if we came. So there, I didn't want to take time to induct the barbed arrow because there were two of them hitting on me. So quick shots and then penetrating, quick shots and then penetrating. Now when I activate a focus skill, it costs focus as well. So these skills build focus, this skill removes focus. This skill costs focus as well. So here again is our focus meter. Each one of those sections is 3 focus. The arrow here should be right in the door.
Ah, you will be a hero to those dwarves.
You have collected pure herbs. You will be a hero to those dwarves, Cressalian. Tell me what you saw in the cave while I mix a salve to help the sick. Gotta select our helmet there, don't I?
These leaves can be crushed to make a powerful remedy.
Go ahead and put our hat on. See what that looks like. We might be hiding that hat. Yikes. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hide that hat. Alright, these leaves can be crushed to make a powerful remedy. Do you smell the clear sap? It is the blood of the mountain, striving to cleanse itself of corruption. Take this vial, Cressalian. I have drained enough sap to save those dwarves. If we can rally them in time, our two parties should be able to rid Ered Luin of the horrible fate that awaits it. I will not stand idly by while these fair, clean lands are poisoned with death. Go well, my friend. Hopefully I will see you again when we meet to put a stop to this madness. Okay, back to Freren's court. Just gonna try to jump there to avoid. Let's just see if we can run them out here. They do have leashes, where they will pursue only so far. So we might end up with a train of dour hands, but that's okay. Okay, so he dropped out. Back to Freren's court. And there's Freren. I try to take a screenshot. I have been having issues with screenshot saving to the disk. Yeah, see, failed saving a screenshot to disk, so I'll have to pull them from the videos if I want to use them. Names back on. Oh, bogey. I wonder if I was supposed to select this bedroll to get some rest. Sure, it's free XP.
Can this be?
By what miracle do you return with a giraffe to cure my poor dwarves? You are a valuable friend to have, Cressalian. Please, don't let me get in your way. Go ahead and give that remedy to the sick dwarves. Should I take a nap first? On this bedroll that he's talking about? Let's help the dwarves first. That's a nice thing to do. Stout hand. Alright, let's use this bedroll. Okay, let's just see what happens. We're going to a dream.
Listen to my words. You know me, and I know you. You are one of my kin. One day, we will take the ships into the west, but it is not yet time. I will not long disturb your sleep. I can visit you in dreams for only a short time. I have looked into my mirror and seen much that worries me. Let me show you.
shadows once stretched forth from Angmar to threaten Middle-earth. I fear they will come again. My mirror shows me much else I do not understand. God, I love this game.
Go back to the shadow.
Some of this may come to pass, or none of it. That is the nature of my mirror's power. All of Middle-earth is endangered by the return of sorrow. We need strength, wisdom, and courage if we are to oppose him. Men, elves, dwarves, hobbits, all free folk will stand together.
You are near to wakefulness. The last tendrils of sleep will soon release you. You ask why I wanted to show you this? It is for one reason. I saw you in my mirror, not once or twice, but often. Whether you desire it or not, your fate is tied to that of Middle-earth. Do not forget my words when you awaken. The free peoples of Middle-earth will have need of you. You must not fail them.
Okay, so there's our first meeting with Lady Galadriel. And our dream. So this is a good place to call it for this episode. We found a little bit about our fate. We're helping to take care of this plague of the Dour Hands, and we'll pick up here next time. Thanks for tuning in to Salty Cur, and we'll see you next time.